Was this Steven's toughest challenge yet?
Not really.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Snack Chats, and we just saw the Steven Universe movie not too long ago.
Like, literally, what, an hour ago? Yeah, an hour ago.
Yeah.
So, we are going off the promise from, what was it, Steven's voice actor, that now more than ever, you need to believe in Steven. This is going to be his toughest challenge yet. Well, guess what? We don't think so.
Yeah. I guess before we talk about the movie itself, the lead up for this movie was, like, quite big. We had a trailer Comic-Con forever ago, the first initial trailer. Then we were left in the dark for quite a while until after Change Your Mind. A few months after that, we finally got, like, a poster, a trailer, and all that.
Yeah, so, like, the hype was there. We waited a year, which is shorter than Kingdom Hearts 3. But the thing is that I put this on a really high pedestal just from what the Steven voice actor said. Sorry, I don't have the name offhand. I'll put the name on the screen.
Yep. Plus, people were just trying to speculate what the movie was even going to be about between the teaser trailer and now, because no one knew if this was going to be continuing the story where Change Your Mind left off, or if this was going to be, just sort of something in the middle of the series just to reintroduce people to the characters, or just some sort of one-off story. But we do know that this is a follow-up to Change Your Mind, and this sort of leads off from there.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I'm not going off of the hype of the theory that, that Steven would have a final irredeemable villain. I know a lot of people were really hoping for that, but come on, if you watch any Steven Universe YouTuber that's actually good and popular, we all say that that's a terrible idea.
I don't know. I do know people are kind of sick of the whole redeeming every sort of villain thing. But before we get to that, what's the next thing?
Let's warn them about spoilers from here on out.
Yep, throughout this moment, this is going to be a spoiler discussion. If you don't want to get spoiled from the movie, please log off now, go watch it, and then come back.
Yeah, you better watch it. So yeah, anyways, so we talked about the hype, that was non-spoilery.
So I guess let's just start from the beginning of the movie.
Okay, well, here, the next point that I want to go over is comparing the two different scenarios that make up, like, the difficulties between White Diamond's arc and Spinel's arc.
I guess with White Diamond, you could say that she was fucked from the start.
So?
I don't know. I guess there was this, like, pyramid, and she was at the top for all these years. And I guess, like, even now, she's still kind of classist, or whatever you'd say.
Yeah, she's like that grandmother type of a figure that's like the top of the family chain.
And, like, she's trying real hard not to be the way she was.
She really is. But it's so funny how they executed her. Like,
it's just sort of like your racist uncle. You just acknowledge it, but you don't say anything about it.
Yeah, and if you followed the series, you're gonna be dying laughing at like 80% of her lines.
I guess for Spinel, her arc was a bit more tragic, and like Pink Diamond was like, "Yeah, I'm out, fam." You just stay here.
Forever.
Her arc was essentially Seymour's from Futurama.
I never watched Futurama like that, but anyway.
It was the episode where the dog got left behind. Like, there was this dog. I guess Futurama spoilers now. For, like, a really old episode where Fry had a dog. And then Fry went to a future and the dog just stayed there. And then he died.
But guess what? Gems don't die. So,
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of years gone by.
6,000, I think they said.
And then for some reason, this specific message from Steven saying that, oh, hey, I'm pink, I'm basically existing. And the mother's gone. So, but the mother never came after, like, less than 6,000 years ago.
She said she was just gonna grab a bottle of milk from the gas station, and she never came back.
I thought she was a friend. But yeah, anyways, like, you can really feel for her, and like, even though we're joking about it, like, you really do feel like, wow, that was like a super dick move.
Yeah.
Like,
This was before Pink Diamond realized that gem lives matter.
Yeah, like, so you can understand, but it's still terrible. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't think of the repercussions of this, like, I wouldn't say reprogrammed, but like this gem that hasn't gone out of her programming. So, like, and she's completely content with her programming, while Pink Diamond is going against her programming.
Well, it's not like Pink Diamond was going against her programming. She was just sick of her. It was like, hey, just stay here. Bye.
Yeah, you can tell by her she never says it outright, but you can tell by her expressions she was sick of Spinel.
Yeah.
So, and I think everyone thinks that way too.
I guess Pink Diamond Spinel never sat down and watched Toy Story.
Yeah. Anyways, so what the comparison that I directly wanted to go over is that White Diamond literally, like, because this video is about comparing the difficulties between two arcs. White Diamond literally mind controlled everyone. Like, she had that power, and Steven had to face his identity issues, which no one really knew what was until it was laid out to be Pink Steven.
Yeah.
Which was like the best metaphor for identity for anyone. It's not just trans people, it's for anyone who has an identity. And that's basically everyone.
Yeah.
Except for the 1%.
Well,
and then
I guess compared to Spindel, like, that was more of a...
Spinel was broken.
Yeah. At that point, like, she was willing to become a friend to Steven, but just something within her just sort of snaps, and she just wants, you know, someone to blame, someone to hurt, and she knows that's wrong, but she does it anyway, just because, you know, just because of her heartbreak.
Which is completely fair. I mean, it's been 6,000 years. Like, just, it's completely fair. Like, that would definitely, like, if it's simply been a year for a human, that's how they would act.
Yeah.
You know? Like, imagine what a kid has to go through or something where they're just left off at a gas station. Like, you know? That, like, those feelings and emotions will happen.
Yeah. And, like, that's what the song A True Kind of Love sort of spells out for her, that, like, you know, trying to find someone to blame, like, if it was some sort of game.
Yeah. So, anyways, how'd you feel like how did you feel the time skip was handled? Do you think it'll be better in season 6 on how it's handled?
I think it was a nice taste of what we had so far.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything super, like, brand new, and we didn't get to explore too much. It just seemed, like a good taste of everything. Like, we got to see the new, like, little home world, I think they called it.
Yeah, little home world or something.
And we got to see how some characters followed up. But overall, it just seemed like a lot of story focused more on characters that we already knew.
It was the best way to do a recap, in my opinion. Basically for everyone to go on to season 6, or whatever it's going to be called, Steven Shippuden.
Yeah. I guess to say, this movie had a lot in common with, like, a fairly basic anime movie, especially how they did pacing and how they had to sort of reintroduce every character again for, like, this new setting.
Yeah. Now, just to conclude here, we loved the movie. There was so much laughter. There was great emotional moments. The music was, I'm gonna buy the soundtrack level.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack was really good. But I guess for a Steven Universe movie, that would be expected.
Yeah.
But there was definitely a lot of great songs. I wouldn't say there wasn't. I wouldn't say there was a song that I felt sort of dragged.
Yeah.
Like, every song was perfect.
And even though we're saying that the arc of Spinel isn't nearly as good as White Diamonds, that doesn't mean that the movie wasn't good as a whole, or that we don't think it was better in other regards. But this video is focusing on the comparison of the story arc. As for the movie, though, it did a great job, out of the park, better than I ever thought it could be, with how it was executed in the visuals department, storytelling department, exceeding all expectations.
I guess I would say, plot-wise for the movie, it felt kind of, it didn't feel as big as, like, Change Your Mind and the episodes leading up to that. Because, like, all that felt much more greater, like, more grand scale.
Because we had a lot more time with these characters and the TV show and everything, while this was more like recap, and then when we get the new character, it's like it's all sped up.
Yeah, and we had, like, a different setting with Change Your Mind. We had a new location, everything just felt a lot more grand. While in the movie, there was a lot more production value, obviously, but it felt very, more subdued story-wise.
Yeah.
It wasn't as grand as I think people would expect, but at the same time, I still think it was a really enjoyable experience.
Exactly. So, any concluding sentence of leaving the audience?
I guess at the end of the day, to fix all your problems, just bring all your emotionally broken people together, and they'll sort things out.
Yay! Because that's what happened.
Alright, you guys have a good night, good morning, whatever. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help us out.
And we're going to talk more about Steven Universe content, cartoons. You know we got this, man. Alright, see you later on the next Snack Chats.
Later.